I have got a couple tricks up my sleeve to show you what we're gonna do for lunch. Okay, we're gonna go get some fuel and then we're gonna go have fun. We have a life preserver vest on, we got the registration in there, and we have our wallet for identification. Let me zip this up, click it up, and hook it up. Just like that. Now let's go. Hey folks at home, I haven't seen this in a long time, but this is actually what we love to do around here at Weeden Island. This guy's got himself a brand new boat, and look behind him, a surfboarder. Or is that a slalom ski? All right, we need more of this. Yep, they look like they're just having a blast. At Snell Marina, and this is where we're going to get some fuel. All right, 17 gallons, and it came to $99 after the $5 tip. So let's go down. The water's really clear inside the bay, but we're going to go to what we call Egmont Key, and along the way I might stop and pick up some kindling, and that should give you a hint what we're about to do. I also need a aluminum can, so hopefully we can find something floating in the water. But you're riding shotgun. Okay, we're gonna pull into O'Neill's here real quick, and I just want to give you a little hint of what we're gonna have for lunch. I'm going to point it out. Okay, this is O'Neill's. That's what we're here for. Let me tell you about O'Neill's. O'Neill's has been here for a very long time. It is an old tournament fishing spot that used to be run by the city. And we used to come here, dark 30, pick up bait, drop the boats in. As you can see, some of the boats here, these are high performance boats, they're fishing boats, and we've had a lot of big fish caught here. So, now that we made that pit stop, you can put your boat in over there at the boat ramp, you can buy bait at the bait store, you can buy food, but it is called O'Neill's, and it is one of the rare marinas that are on the water. Folks at home, it's always good to wear a hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, and never ever go boating without mountain to do. Folks at home, look what I found in the middle of the bay. Doesn't look like it's been there that long either. Hope nobody's inside there. That sail looks nice. Like I said, it must not have been here too long. That thing would have been stripped by now. But it is a nice looking boat. Wonder what happened. Okay, folks at home. So we had a journey today, but I'm hungry. So I pulled off into one of these little islands over here, and there's somebody else here. But I used to come into this area back in the day. It was called Captain John's Shipwreck, and I used to take the boys out here and sink a boat purposely. And as you can see, it's only knee deep, but the new guy doesn't think so. The new guy's freaking out. But if you come year after year after year, it's kind of like a joke on the new guy. But anyway, today I want to show you, there's our compartment right there. We got a beach towel. Do you remember that Mountain Dew earlier? Well, we're going to cook out of this can. We do have a lighter. We do have shrimp that we brought from home. We do have a little petrol, although I might not need it. Just in case I want to hurry things up, I'll just light it. And then our old bay. Nothing like going on an adventure. All right, plenty of wood. See what I mean? We used to camp out here back in the day. Possibly somebody else is still doing it. There's coals there. Ah, look, the fire pit's still here. Just the way I left it. Uh-huh. There's a gopher hole. Gopher turtle hole. Got a friend here. Come on. Don't stick your head in that hole.
Come on. Come on, go.
Okay, so we'll set up in the shade over here. The phone over here. Let's see what we got. Okay, we don't want to be too close to a tree. All kinds of sticks. I think it's been a while since somebody's been out here. We have got fire. So, while that fire's going, I'm gonna get this can here and see if I can't work the top off. Just like this. Going to stick that right there in the fire. A little bit of beer. All right, just like that. I can see that the fire is already getting the beer. Here's our shrimp. We're gonna stick one, oh yeah, beautiful. Let me stick 2 in there. Perfect. We'll let that boil. It's gonna do a whole bunch of Old Bay in there. And then I'm gonna find myself a little stick. And I'm gonna stir it. Perfect, huh? Cook it out of a can. That's gonna boil that shrimp in there, and then we'll figure out how to get it out. Meanwhile, we're gonna put more firewood. I'm getting hungry. How about you? That beer's boiling. We'll just keep adding wood on it. And I want you to take a look at that beer right there. It's already starting to boil. And once that boils over, our shrimp is going to be done. But can you smell it, my friends at home? That beer's already boiling. What we're gonna have to do now is figure out how we're gonna get that shrimp out of there because we didn't bring a fork. So, we're gonna have to figure something out. I could spill it out. The shrimp still has its shell on it, but it's been split. But it's also gonna be very hot when we get it out of there. So let me look around, see if I can't find a little bit more rigid stick. And when that's already starting to boil. Oh yeah. Oh yes, my friend. Oh yes. Wait till you see this. Now remember, that shrimp was cold. We're going to be picking up our trash too. So, although it's boiling around the edges, we want to that was creepy. I hear something in the bushes. Okay. I see that shrimp. One at the bottom. Oh my goodness. All right, so we got the shrimp out of the little can here, and it's cooked. And now I got 2 more shrimp in there, and we're gonna let that boil. See, it's starting to boil right around the corner. See that? But we got the camera a little bit too warm, so I'm gonna set it down here for just a second. I'm gonna show you how delicious this is. Look at that Old Bay stuck in there. Oh my goodness. Can you smell it? You smell that? Oh yeah. Pull the legs off. Back when I was oh gosh, I'd like to say 20 years ago, all this right here is a wide open spot where we cleared out many years ago, and I'd have kids pitch a tent, and they would have their airsoft guns, and they would create war amongst each other, but they would not leave the perimeter. It is amazing out here. I showed them, of course, I brought in some logs on the boat. When I say logs, I'm talking about 15-inch oak stumps, probably about 2.5 feet long, 15 inches wide, and I taught them how to light them without using any matches. If you look around, this is kindling, and inside that palm tree is red fir, and I can get that with a magnifying glass, or even your glasses, and I could start that kindling. And this is how you do it, baby steps. Just like that. We got the shrimp over here. We're getting a nice and cooked, boiled, steamed, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm glad you were able to come along. Do me a favor. It means a lot to me to expand my channel. My goal is to have my channel up and running with some merch. And I also want to sponsor some people out there, businesses that like to do stuff like this, whether it's jaw-dropping jobs. If you look at my playlist, you'll see jaw-dropping jobs I get myself into. This happens to be my day off. I'm having a venturous cookout by a camp fire here, and I showed you how to do that. Very tasty. You can go in there, catch a fish, cook it on a fire like this. It's good. But I need 1,000 subscribers to start. And if you don't mind, please subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, because you never know when I'm going to do something like this, and it's fun to watch. And I ask you to watch the video all the way to the end, because sometimes I have surprises throughout the video, and it might even be an interest to you to, like this right here. Maybe you didn't even know that you can come over to a little island and stick some wood on here and eat. I'm going to put some more wood on the fire so the fire doesn't go out, you know. So we'll just crisscross it right here like this. And it's warm, so very nice. Just like that. You know, and now it's starting to smoke again, smolder. I've got a stick here I found that has a hook on it, so I can actually get in there and pick up the shrimp. Just like that. But I want to cook those a little bit longer. They are big. They were frozen. Fire's starting again. And have another sip over there. I can't imagine. Look at that gopher hole. He's got a house all out here by himself. I wish he'd come out. I'm sure he's in there. I don't want to mess with him. That's nature. Let nature be. If you want to pass these videos on to a friend, I would really appreciate it. Today, we're in the wilderness. All right, come over here. We got our little fixings of shrimp. We got a shrimp right there. I'm gonna let that cool down so I don't burn myself. I got 2 more shrimp to cook, and then we'll get back in the jet ski. Okay, shrimp are cool enough. I'm gonna peel it right in front of you so you can see. Look at all that Old Bay in there. Whew, it's hot. Real hot, my friends. Real hot. Oh, there you go. Can you taste it? We went to Homosassa and took the jet skis up there, and there's a place called the Freezer. I'll tell you what, they got great shrimp. It's cash only. I show you around Homosassa when we went jet ski. We went from place to place to place. But I'll tell you what, my shrimp are to die for. Smell it. I hear something back there. They must have had a controlled burn here, because I see the palm trees. Put on the towel, let it cool down. What do you think about our little camp? Huh? I love Old Bay. Can you tell? Okay, so here we are. We're going to peel those shrimp. You already saw me that. But it's time to put the fire out. So we're just going to let it burn out a little bit. Then we're going to bury it with dirt. We're going to take that can, which is really, really hot. We're going to go ahead and dump it right now. It doesn't take long for it to cool down. Get our stick. Okay. Dump the beer out. Look at all that Old Bay. That won't take long to cool down. I'll put that right over there so we can see it. I'm going to scatter all this. All right. I'm going to let that go for just a little bit. Then I'm going to scoop it all back together again. Okay. Then I'm going to pour some beer on it to really stop it. So the coals right now are cooling down. I'm going to pick up my trash. I am going to scoop all this together again. I'm going to pour beer on it to cool it down even further so there's no flame. And then I'm going to bury it. So that'll smolder. And then I'm going to wet the sand on top of it. So watch this. Okay, now I'm going to scoop it all together, just like this. All right, the sand is wet, the wood is wet. Scoop it all together, just like this. And I'm going to wet it down again. I don't hear any fizzling. So that means we got it almost all out. Okay. All right. Okay, we used the stick here to move the sand up on and into a pile. And now I'm just going to wet the top of the sand. Now, it doesn't take much. All right. Fire's already out. But I just wanted to give it an extra precaution. When we leave here, we know we can sleep at night. Okay, I don't hear any fizzling. Perfect, she's out. So, you got to get one of these, okay? I'm not sponsored by them, but I want to show you what it is. I'd like to be sponsored by them. What this is, it's a thermos. I purposely got black to prove a point. That point is, this thing can be beet red hot, but inside it's ice cold, and it gets colder and colder. And it holds soup, and it holds ice, and it holds cold drinks. And I'm telling you, it's probably about 4 cans of beer in here. Was. Yeah, you gotta get one. Okay. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to take our trash with us. I'm showing you that I'm actually doing that. All right. There's that little stick that we used. Put the trash and the trash together. Put my phone in my pocket. Double check that the fire is actually out. And pack things up, and we'll get back to the jet ski. This is our makeshift bag, which is a towel. Everything's inside there, nice and tight. All right, put that under our arm. Double check one more time that the fire is in fact out. And let's get going. So, lighting's not the greatest, but you saw how we cook shrimp on the island. If you enjoyed that, man. getting the jet ski out, I cut my foot. I didn't want to get my flip-flops wet. So, anyway, it'll heal. Put some Neosporin on it. Comment below if you like that little episode there. It was a fun day off, wasn't it? Watch my other videos. Let them run to the very end, because sometimes they have surprises in them. And let me know which video you like the most, or if you want to see a video. All right?